put goosebumps on see them brothers like that. Yeah, to see that discipline.
And I see, not trying to sound militant, man, but
right.
I look at folks' faces and expressions and eyes when they see stuff like that.
Right.
And they feel they're intimidated.
Yeah, man. See that discipline? That's showing the brand. You see what I'm saying? They out there marching like that, showing that discipline, marching through this. They showing the brand of the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? They out there exhibiting and exalting the Most High's name. They don't know where that came from. They're like, what is that? You see what I'm saying? Like, what is that? How they disciplined like that?
Now I'm starting to see other religions trying to do what y'all do.
Now because folks running up out of the churches.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And they, you know what I'm saying? And they having to defend their doctrine. So now they having to come out here and speak with it because we tearing them up and they won't let us to come in there. Now they having to come out here and try to defend that doctrine, man.
And it's crazy. It's crazy how the church do you. You pay your tithes, but when your lights need to be paid, you need help with your light bill.
Yeah.
They tell you put your faith in the Lord.
Come on now.
God gonna help you see your way through the darkness.
Yeah.
Fucking lights off. I pay all my money to the church.
I gave my money to the church. Right. Why the church ain't helping me out?
Something wrong with that, man.
Something wrong with that. Give me that Jeremiah 17:4.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4.
Bring it up.
And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage.
He said, even thyself, you're going to discontinue from your heritage. Right? The Israelites, they're going to lose who they truly are. That's why they made up the African American. That was coined by Jesse Jackson in 1985.
Right.
How old are you?
36.
What year you 36? You were 83? 83. You were born before African American was born.
Right.
So how you older than your nationality?
Right. Africa is not named Africa. That's the name of a fucking continent.
That's the name of a continent. And guess where that came from? That's the name of a white man. Right. African Vespucci, yeah.
Africanus. Roman general.
Americo Vespucci for America. And Leo Scipio Africanus.
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
He said, I'm going to cause thee to serve your enemies. Come on.
In the land which thou knowest not.
In a land that you don't know. Come on.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Yes.
Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and make of flesh his arm.
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. That you would discontinue from that heritage. I also wanted to answer about, you know what I'm saying, how it came back over here, how we awakened over here. And you know what I'm saying? Most of it is through the spirit, but this is a little history also. Go ahead and bring that out. That's a book called Babylon to Timbuktu.
It's the book of
by Rudolph.
Babylon to Timbuktu, page 84. It says, in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespucci and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of the Philistines, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery.
Fled into Africa all the way, you know what I'm saying, we just kept running till, you know, we got to West Africa. Fleeing that Roman persecution. Right? Is there any more on that?
That's it? Just a little bit more.
The slave market were full of black Jewish slaves.
It said the slave market was full of black Jewish slaves. This was in 70 AD. You know what I'm saying? And so then once we came there, and so we different from Africans. You know what I'm saying? We're different from Africans, from Hamites.
You can see it in our
face and our, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no Michael Jordan from Africa. There ain't no African Michael Jackson. There ain't no African great singers. They ain't no T.I. right. But they marathon runners. They can run marathons, but they ain't no sprinters. You feel what I'm saying? We sprinters. You know what I'm saying? So they captured us, rallied us up. You know what I'm saying? They seen us coming into their land. You know what I'm saying? We bringing in our sheep and our herds and that whole nine. They know we are different people. So if they gonna capture anybody, they gonna capture us. Once the white man came over there and was starting, you know, had his weapons and whatnot to trade with.
That's right.
So that's how that whole thing came about, and then we ended up over here. But too, it all came about that even was prophesied in the Bible that we was gonna go into that captivity because of our disobedience. Right? We'll give you that in that Deuteronomy. You had a question?
I'm listening.
All right, you had that
You said that's Deuteronomy?
Yeah.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Matter of fact, start at 15. Because once he brought us out of Egypt, once Moses brought us out of Egypt, he gave us the law, statutes, and commandments. And before he took us into the promised land, which was Canaan, because he took us into that promised land, he told us, he gave us an option. If you follow these law, statutes, and commandments, all these blessings are going to come upon you.
Right.
If you don't hearken into the law, statutes, and commandments, all these curses going to be upon you.
Choose.
You know what I'm saying? Choose.
Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Come on.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that
happen?
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All right, so Deuteronomy 28, verse 1 through 15 is the blessings. Verse 15 through 68 is the curses. Of course, we didn't listen. That's why we in the state we in now. We still ain't listening.
Say it again, Deuteronomy what?
28, chapter 28, verses 1 through 15 are the blessings. Matter of fact, we're going to read it for you. Go ahead and start at verse 1.
Verse
So
1.
we just seen verse 15 and said if you don't listen, all these curses going to come upon you. Watch that verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
He said, if you do them, I'm going to set thee on high above all nations that are on the earth. Keep reading.
And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee,
And all these blessings are going to come upon thee. Come on.
if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you listen unto the Lord thy God, come on.
Blessed shalt thou be in the city,
Blessed you going to be in the city. Come on.
and blessed shalt thou be in the field.
Are we blessed in the field? Was we blessed in those cotton fields? Are we blessed in the job market?
This ain't no good conflict right here.
This ain't nothing but a cotton field here.
How's ourselves?
And it still can't afford it.
That's right.
And then still can't afford it. At least the slave back then did they work and they got to go home to their family
Lay down.
and lay down.
Now, yeah.
Now you can't even lay down. Now you got to get up at night and still go to
You gonna run from the plantation.
Right.
You run towards it. You bring your friends, get a job.
get a job. You
house yourself.
raise your children to come in there
Feed
with
yourself, dress yourself.
Yeah.
It's better slavery now than it was back then.
you. And we better
We was
slaves
being
than
whipped.
we ever went. We better slave now
Teach
than
up.
we've ever been. You right, Doc.
48.
Give me that 48. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
We deal with the curse a little bit.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger
And hunger, so anything we want to eat, we got to get it from our enemies. Come on.
and in thirst.
Anything we want to drink. That water tower up there, say Jay-Z just became a billionaire, right? He can't afford that water tower.
That's right.
He can't put one of them in Flint, Michigan, where they
Right.
still got lead in
Poison,
their
yeah.
water.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Him and Oprah combined can't get one of them water towers in the city. You know what that water tower do? They send everybody around here a bill. For life. Monopoly. Can't do it. Keep going, huh?
And in nakedness,
And in nakedness, come on.
and in want of all things.
Anything we want. We want to go fishing, we got to get a fishing license. You want to drive a car, you got to get a driver license. You want to leave the country, you got to get a passport. You want to get married, you got to get a marriage license. You want to be born, you got to get a birth certificate. You want to die, you got to get a death certificate.
You want to control you in death too, huh?
Man, you dead. They want to control you even when you get put in the ground.
They tell you where to put you at.
They tell you where to put you at, and then they send that dead. They'll put that dead on your children, man.
Yeah.
They'll put that debt on your children, man. Take your land from your kids for. I just seen somebody, a family lose their land for $8 for taxes, man. $8.41. Lost their land, man. That their parents left to them for $8. Because they miscalculated the taxes on it. And they hurried up and took the house. Bank hurried up and took the house back. They didn't want the $8. They ain't want the $8. No, you done kick that. You done open that door up for her. Probably was sending the mail somewhere else. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where they probably was sending that mail to another address. Take the house for $8, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we not. That's another one of our problems. We having to start over every generation. You know what I'm saying? Our parents not leaving us nothing. They, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of it got to do with selfishness. A lot. I ain't say all black folks, but a lot of black folks that I'm around, you know what they'll say? I'm gonna spend as much money as I can.
Yep. Ain't nobody leave me nothing. Nobody let me nothing. I ain't gonna leave nobody nothing. And that's against scripture. That's against scripture.
Not all black people. I only put labels on black
Right.
folks. A lot of black people want to say black folks lazy and shit like that. I tell them all the time, man. People you're around lazy.
Right.
People you're around ain't worth shit.
Right.
Not all black folks ain't lazy.
Right. It's just that we just speaking on the masses when we say,
on,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't all black folks. But you know what I'm saying? That's against scripture. Our supposed to be his son and inheritance. Give me verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
He said he's gonna bring you into Egypt again with ships. The word Egypt is Mizraim, and it means house of bondage. He's gonna bring you to a land of bondage again with ships. You know, if you know where Egypt and Israel is, you don't need a ship to get there. It's right there. You can just walk. You can walk down there. So it's 30 days walk. But if you see right here, even on the back of that money, they got the Owl Horse. We got the pyramid on there. And when they built Washington D.C., a lot of our monuments and stuff is pretty much it's
Egyptian.
It's
Egyptian or Roman.
Yeah. They took all that. They took that knowledge and took those documents from there and started implementing it here. And now this is the new Egypt. This is the new house of bondage. That's why they have to advertise it being the land of the free. When we have more people in jail and more prisons than anywhere else on this earth. Maybe even in the galaxy, if that is such a thing.
Right. I believe so. It was. If it was, I believe it would be.
Give me somebody. Keep going on that.
Yep. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
He said, there you gonna be sold unto your enemies.
For bondmen,
for slave man,
and bondwomen,
and slave woman.
And no man shall buy you.
And nobody ain't gonna be able to buy you. No man gonna be able to redeem you. Because there's always been servants. There's always been servitude with slaves.
I was about to say that.
So you had indentured service.
You paid your debt, and then you was released.
Yep, you release it, you go do your own thing.
Modern day slavery, they kept it.
They kept it. Ain't nobody gonna be able to redeem you out of this.
Even the beginning of slavery here, before it was monetized,
right?
You were just kept servitude.
Right.
So they went to Africa and started making a business out of it.
Yep.
You know, one white man like shit.
I'm keeping mine.
Yeah, shit, I ain't letting him go.
I ain't letting him go, right.
I thought it was a story, I don't know how true it is, but it was a story about slave owner had a white man slave, black man slave. Black man kept running away. White man ran away. But the white man decided he ain't gonna run away no more. Black man kept running away. So they went to court over this shit, and he said his punishment was he'll keep it forever. So they ain't gonna let him go. Fuck servitude.
Right.
I had a document at the house, man. I forgot where I got it from, man, but it's more to it. I ain't pronouncing it right. It's more to it.
Right. Give me 1 Corinthians 11. Nah, you good. Give me 1 Corinthians 11 before we continue on. Can somebody give me Sirach chapter 15 verse 16.
1 Corinthians chapter 11.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 11 verse 3.
1 Corinthians 11 verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
It says the head of every man is Christ. Come on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And the head of the woman is the man. Come on.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God. Come on.
Every man praying or prophesying having his head covered, dishonor his head.
So any man praying or prophesying having his head covered, dishonor of his head. Your head is Yahushua. Yahushua's head is Yahweh. Your head.
I do believe that Jesus is high being over Jesus.
Right. We don't believe that Jesus is God.
Nah, you can't.
can't. Exactly. Exactly. He was sent by the Father.
Can't say
He sit on the right hand. But he our king. He our Messiah. He our Hamashiach. But he gonna sit on the throne here when the kingdom of heaven is on earth.
Nation of Islam, they believe Jesus was a prophet. No more.
Oh well, nah, we don't believe. We believe more than a prophet, but he not the.
Definitely was normal.
He wasn't the, yeah, exactly. He wasn't the father. But we saying you praying and prophesying with your head covered. Anytime the scriptures are coming out with your head covered, you dishonor your head.
Explain it one more time.
So anytime you praying or prophesying, anytime we going over the scriptures is coming out, you're supposed to have your head uncovered.
All praise.
All praise.
All praise.
Give me that Sirach chapter 15 verse 16.
The book of Sirach, chapter 15. You said 16 or 17,
15, 16.
The book of Sirach, chapter 15, verse 16.
You're the head of your wife. And the head of you, like you gonna be the head of your household. The head of you is the house, child. The head of your house, child, is the father.
He have set fire and water before thee.
He has set fire and water before the person. You already said we got assurance. He set fire and he set water before us.
Stretch forth thy hand unto whether thou wilt.
He said stretch forth your hand to what you want. You want to follow.
Before man is life and death,
Before man is life and death. Come on.
and whether him liketh shall be given Slakia. And whether him liketh shall be given him.
Whatever he liketh, that's what's going to be given unto you. Keep going.
For the wisdom of the Lord is great, and he is mighty in power.
That's all I want. Give me that Jeremiah 8. It's going to pretty much say the same thing.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 8, verse 3. And death shall be chosen rather than life.
It said death going to be chosen rather than life.
By all the
Keep going.
by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family.
Yeah, all the residue of them that remain. So we always choosing death. Anytime we go and we know the cigarettes say it shall cause cancer, we gonna choose. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We know it, and we gonna grab it because we gonna choose death. We know we smashing on the first day. We know she a thought. You know you ain't putting no work. You know she not wifing material. We still gonna raw dog.
Dang.
Choosing death. Choosing death. Choosing death. Willing, man.
So my partner, look, she dropped the blunt, right? I said, it's crazy how you drop your blunt on the ground and pick it up, smoke it. You drop the sandwich on the ground, you're gonna pick that bitch up and eat it.
Right.
Which one you need more?
That's a golden nugget right here.
Oh man.
Which one you need more? You need that
You
sandwich
gonna
more than
talk
that
crazy about that sandwich.
blunt. Oh yeah, man, dang, I ain't bad.
You ain't even eat that sandwich.
It touched the ground.
And then after you done smoking, you gonna be wishing you had that sandwich. You gonna be wishing you had that sandwich.
Hell yeah.
Might go back looking
Might
for
go
it.
back pick it up. Right.
Oh man.
Read it one more time.
Well, the 8th, death shall be chosen, man.
Jeremiah.
That's pretty much what it is.
Chapter 8.
He chewed the blunt over the sandwich.
Right.
Jeremiah chapter
Valued
8,
the blunt
verse
more
3.
than the sandwich.
And death shall be chosen rather than life
Uh-huh.
by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family,
Of all the residue that remain of this evil family, man.
which remain in all the places where I have driven them.